Hi, welcome to a gentle yoga practice. My name's Kaylee. When you're ready, you can meet me seated on your mat. We're gonna sit cross-legged. Don't worry which leg you have in front. We'll switch about halfway through. And just start, let yourself land on your mat. Sometimes it feels good to shift side to side. You might even let the eyes close down to pull your awareness a little bit deeper into your body. And maybe you invite gradually the body to find center, to find a little bit of stillness. You might still be moving side to side or even front to back, but see if you can start to slow down those shifts in your body weight until you find something that feels pretty centered. Once you land there, with the eyes closed or your gaze fixed gently to one point past the tip of your nose, use your breath as an anchor for your mind. Just feel that your body's breathing here. And see if you can start to lengthen that rhythm of breath. As you inhale, you can sit up a little bit taller, let the ribs expand as the lungs fill up. And as you slowly exhale, maybe you feel yourself root a little bit firmer into your seat, into your sit bones. Do a few more rounds. So long inhale from the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head, finding space in your spine. And then rinsing that exhale right back down from the crown of the head all the way down through the sit bones, maybe letting the out breath keep going all the way past your seat into the ground. Once more, long inhale, let the ribs lift, maybe the shoulders even lift a little bit, crown of the head reaches for the ceiling. This time, open your mouth on your exhale and sigh the breath out. If the eyes are closed, you can blink them open, or you're welcome to keep your eyes closed as much as you'd like in your practice. Let's reach the arms up overhead, take a stretch, and then release your right hand or your right fingers outside of the right hip as you lift the left arm up and over. Try and keep rooting that left sit bone down into your mat. Really grow long through your left side body. Breathe in. And then let's switch sides. Tent the left fingers, or maybe the palm touches all the way down. Right arm draws up and over. Right sit bone is pressing down into the floor. Let's go side to side a couple times. Focus not just on that side bend, but also on keeping your spine long. So the lower back feels spacious. We're not going for max like muscle engagement in this class, but we also don't want to totally let go of muscular awareness. So maybe you're pulling your lower abdominals in gently. You feel the stretch as you reach overhead. Let's take that right arm up and over once more and pause there. Circle out your right wrist. You can play around with softening the fingers. Good, switch direction of those wrist circles. We're gonna reach the right arm up and over. And then this time, bring your right arm all the way down behind you. Reach for the left elbow. You can bring the left hand to your left thigh if you'd like, and then drop your left ear toward your left shoulder. And stay here for a few breaths. Again, sit back into your seat, lower abdominals are lifted. And maybe you unclench your teeth. Notice if you're tensing up the right side of the jaw. And you just let the right shoulder continue to melt down your back. And take another big breath in. Bring your chin to your chest, both hands to your thighs, palms up or down. Reach the arms up, lift the head up, breathe in. This time we're gonna go right hand down, left arm up and over. Find that stretch and then circle the left wrist. Hands do so much for us. If you do a lot of typing, cooking, cleaning, really, our hands are our connection to a lot of the world. Switch the direction of those rotations. Right, we bring things right in front of us with our hands. We put things away with our hands. We embrace people. Give your wrists a little love. Take another breath in. Left arm sweeps all the way back behind you in space, and then catch the right elbow, bring the right hand to your thigh. Drop left ear or right shoulder, excuse me. Let the left side of the neck get that same nice stretch here as you breathe. And just noticing where you feel sensations in your body. It might be really primarily the left side of the neck, soften the jaw. You might also find sensations showing up elsewhere in the body. For me, my low back has some stuff going on today. Just allow yourself to notice and relax maybe the webbing of your toes. Soften the space between the brows. Stay here, one more big breath in. Chin to chest, hands to thighs as you exhale. Let's bring the hands back behind and uncross and recross the legs. So other leg is in front now. Reach your arms up, take a breath in. This time we're going to cactus the elbows and rotate toward the right. Inhale, reach the arms up, grow long, low belly lifts, rotate to the left with bent elbows as you exhale. Inhale through the center. Exhale to the right again, bent elbows. Center, big breath in. Left as you empty. We're going to go back to the center. Maybe the palms touch over your head and you look up. This time, release your arms into your twist. So left hand finds the top of the right knee. You can tent the right fingertips back behind you. Roll the right shoulder and the left shoulder blade down your back as you lift your chest. Stay here. Take a couple rounds of breath, finding length in your spine as you inhale. Drawing your low belly to your back as you exhale. Maybe you take a peek over your right shoulder. Stay here. One more breath in, lengthening the spine all the way to the crown of the head. And then twisting deep as you look to the back of your space. Come back to the center, arms up, maybe the palms touch. And then release into that twist. Stay connected with your breathing, lengthening out the spine on your inhales. And then deepening the twist, pulling low belly to low back as you exhale. One more, breathe in. And breathe out. Come back to the center. Maybe the palms touch. Let's look up, whether you're looking between the hands or at your thumbs. And then neutral spine, cactus the elbows by your side. Interlace your hands at your lower back. I'll turn to the side here. Stick your butt out a little bit. Lift the chest, lift the chin. So you're finding a little back bend. Breathe in. And then release your hands. Roll over the ankles. Find a tabletop position. So meet me on hands and knees here. Let's take cow pose. Drop your belly down. Straight arms for now. Pull your chest through the arms. Lift the chin up. And then cat around your spine. Pull the low belly toward the lower back. Really stretch the vertebra. Stretch the muscles between those little bones in your back from the base of your spine all the way to the back of your head. And back into the cow. Nice long inhale. Look forward or upward. And then cat as you exhale, pulling the belly button in to really stretch through your lower back. Once more here, breathe in. And breathe out. Find a neutral spine here. And then we're gonna extend the right leg back, stay on the ball of the foot so that you can stretch back into your ankle. Really spread the right toes, maybe the left toes as well, and push that right heel back. You can stay here and hold this static stretch, or it might feel good to shift forward and backward. Active arms, gentle action in your lower belly. The next time you shift forward with your shoulders over your wrists, let's pause there. And then float that right leg up and draw some circles with your left, or your right ankle, excuse me. Right leg is floated, right ankle circles. Good, switch the direction of those ankle circles. We're going to drop the right toes to the back of the mat, press into your right hand, lift your left arm up. So you're finding a twist. Push the right hand down, left arm lifts up, breathe in. And then we're going to bring that left hand back down. Bring your right knee to your left elbow. So a little kind of twisty crunch here. We're going to extend the right leg back, drop the toes. Inhale, lift the left arm up, little flow. Exhale, hand down, right knee, left elbow. One more like that. Breathe in, left arm lifts, right toes tap down. Exhale, elbow to knee. This time we're going to take that right leg back, spin to the inside of the right foot, and shift into a side plank variation. So the left hand is down. I moved my left toes back behind me, so there's a kickstand component here available. If you want, you can keep your left foot in line. It's just a little bit more challenging for the balance. Let's circle the right arm. Let your left ear dangle toward your left shoulder to release the neck. Switch the direction of those arm circles. Let's see if I can stay on screen here. We're going to take it up into gate pose as you bring that right hand down toward the right hip. Hug the inner thighs together. Let's take our time. Maybe you come up onto the left fingertips, lower back stays long, and then lift it up and open. Oh, good. Okay. So big stretch up with the left hand. Lengthen your lower back down and then reach that left arm over toward the back of your space. And stay here, take a breath in. We're gonna release the hands down and then step the left foot back. So you're on your knees in a kneeling plank, shift forward, lower all the way down to your belly. From here, come onto the tops of the feet and then temp the fingers off of your mat, maybe really close to the edge of the mat as you lift up into a wide arm cobra. Press the hips down, stay here or float the arms up and then maybe even reach the arms back, kind of airplane wings. Use your breath again, unclench your teeth. Let the inhales move fully down into the belly. As you exhale, push into the tops of the feet, pull the fingers back or the shoulders back, big breath in. And then let's find a child's pose. Take your time, send your hips back towards your heels and take 2 or 3 rounds of breath. Give yourself one more round of breath, and when you're ready, shift forward back to that tabletop position. Let's bump the hips side to side, a little kind of freestyle movement here. You can take a cat-cow if you'd rather. And then when you're ready, find neutral. We're going to slide the ball of the left foot back. Push into your left heel, big stretch for the calf. We're also really kind of testing that end range of motion for a lot of folks in that left ankle here. We want to get deep squats ever. Having a lot of range of motion in the ankle joint is going to be very, very helpful. It's not necessary. You can always prop your heels up onto like a little pad if we were to do squats, which we will not be doing in this class. Go ahead and shift forward and backward if you'd rather. And then when you're ready, shoulders over our wrists. Let's float the left leg and circle through the ankle. Notice if you're picking up tension in the jaw. See if you've created like some different alignment in the neck. Can you bring it back into alignment with the rest of the spine? Switch direction of your ankle circles. So reaching the crown of the head away from your breastbone as you draw that left ankle back away from your left hip. Nice. Tap the toes down on the mat, push into your left hand. Right arm's gonna peel open for a twist here. Drawing in through your stabilizers, pushing the floor away with your left hand. So you're starting to peel the chest to the right and spin your shoulder blades to the space behind you. Breathe in. We're gonna go right hand down, left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, tap the left toes, reach the right arm up. Exhale, hand comes down, knee to elbow. 2 more times, breathe in. Breathe out. Last one like that, inhale. And exhale. The left foot is gonna tap back. We're gonna spin to the inside of the left foot. Maybe you wiggle your right foot behind you. Left arm lifts for side plank variation. Add those shoulder circles, bent elbow or straight arm. Try and stay spacious in the low back and let your left excuse me, right here, drop to right shoulder. Let your head hang. Switch direction of the shoulder circles. Let's take that top arm forward for a moment. We're going to take it into gate pose. Bring the left hand back. Start to shift the weight. It's strong in your legs as you lift up. Reach straight up with the right arm. Lengthen your lower back down. And then take your side bend. Take one more breath in. Maybe you stretch for the back of the space a little bit more. Circle your hands. Step back to plank pose. You can always have the knees down if you'd like. Shift forward. Lower all the way down to your belly. Let's go back into that wide arm cobra. Tent the fingers, roll it up, pressing the tops of the thighs and the pubic bone down. Breathe in. Look to the left. Drop the right side of your face and your right shoulder to the center of your mat. Come back to your wide arm cobra. Take a breath in. And then switch sides. Exhale. Wide arm cobra on the inhale. Lower down, make a little pillow for your forehead by stacking the forearms or the palms. You can drop your head to one side or forehead goes straight down. And just notice the sensations in your spine. You relax your feet and your legs. And notice where maybe tension shows up in your body and give it an invitation to start to soften its grip. If you experience tightness or tension and you create an opportunity to let it go and it doesn't release, sometimes this happens, right? Then maybe consciously allow it to stay, invite it to stay without attaching to it. Just instead of trying to push something that you're experiencing away, practicing acknowledging it, letting it be without getting too caught up by a story or too pulled into our aversion to certain feelings. And sometimes just letting things be, kind of having that respectful awareness of your current reality, creates its own kind of softening, lessens the degree that we suffer. If your head is off to one side, go ahead and switch the direction. Let's stay here just breathing, letting the body melt a little bit more before we move on. When you're ready, you can start to lift up a little bit. We'll do one more kind of stretch for the upper back and one more stretch for the front of the thighs. So let's start with a quad stretch. Bring your right forearm across the top of your mat, left knee bend. You can reach back and catch the left foot or the left ankle. If that doesn't work out for you, just go ahead and lie onto your right side and catch the left foot or the left ankle here for your quad stretch. So don't get too caught up about which one feels most accessible today. And trust that your body has its preferences for reasons, and we're always going to meet ourselves where we are. In that space, just notice the sensation of the stretch wherever you found it. If you're on your belly and you want to experiment with a little bit more sensation, you can start to lift the head and the chest and kick in to that left hand. Maybe even float the right leg up. Maybe you reach the right arm forward or upward as well. And whichever version you ended up in, let's take a big breath in. And then slowly release it all the way down. Come through center, come through neutral, pause and breathe. When you're ready, set up your quad stretch on the other side. Let's start at the range of motion that's maybe like 60 to 70% of what you think your max is. Let yourself kind of ease into it. And from there, you can make the decision if it makes sense to add on, if it feels like a good day to kick into the right hand more, to play around with floating the left limbs. It's okay if the right and the left side feel a little different. For me, the left side felt like a great place to kind of find that edgy spot, and the right side just not so much today. Wherever you are, finish an in breath. And then release it down as you exhale. Relax the legs, take a breath. We're going to keep the head down, but bring your hands to the nape of your neck. So forehead or nose are on the mat, elbows are down. Last thing we're going to do in practice before rest today, keep the head down, lift the elbows up. So really pull the elbows as far away from the floor as you can. Keep the elbows lifting away from the floor. Sorry, my voice is muffled. Start to lift your head. Push your head into the back of the hands. Elbows are lifted. Head is pressing into the back of the hands. Keep the head lifted. We're going to bring the elbows to a W shape. So pull the elbows down like you're trying to bring your elbows into the back pockets. If you are wearing pants that have back pockets. From here, wing your arms by your side and then rotate the entire length of your arms. So feel the shoulder move away from the spine and then toward the spine. For 3, for 2, we're gonna lift, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the head, lift the neck, lift the chest. Keep the head lifted. W your arms. I know this is it. Big, big last bit of work. Super good for the upper back. Keep the head lifted. Bring the hands back behind the head. Elbows are lifted. Head is pressing into the back of the hands. Keep the elbows lifted. We're going to lower just the forehead down slowly. Keep the elbows lifted. Take a breath in. And then release all the way down. Let the arms relax. You can drop them by your side, or if it feels good to kind of goalpost them like I've got, that's great. Just feel the sensation, the rebound in the arms and the shoulders. When you're ready, start to work your way onto your back. Awesome work. Hopefully the shoulders feel good after that. A nice little reset. Bend the knees when you land on your back. Arms come to a goalpost or a W shape. And then windshield wiper your knees really slowly from side to side. It might feel good to start to move the head in the opposite direction of the knees. Not forcing anything here, just easy movement, nice spinal rotation. Breathing in, and breathing out. And start to work your way toward a final resting shape. You could come into a traditional Shavasana. If you've got a wall nearby and you want to take legs at the wall. You can also find laying on your side or your belly or bending your knees into supine butterfly or a little kind of broken bridge shape with the feet wide and the knees together. I give a lot of options because, not because I want you to get confused, but because I want you to know that you can choose from many different, really infinite choices. And probably the best choice is the one that feels simplest and most natural for your body. Let yourself kind of find that space that you can soak up the benefits of your gentle yoga practice. And then when you land, just let yourself melt, let yourself get still. Feel that your body is breathing without you needing to control it. And stay here soaking up these last few moments of your practice. You can listen for my voice shortly to close. Nod the chin to one side, and then over to the other. And start to deepen your pattern of breathing as you bring some movement back into the body in whatever way makes sense. Maybe you stretch or wiggle your toes. Eventually, ease yourself from your back to a seat. When you land, we're going to finish with a cleansing breath today. So instead of bringing the hands to the heart, release your arms to your side, palms are up. And then as you take a breath in, reach out as far as you can to the sides, and then keep inhaling as you reach up over your head as high as you can. Let the ribs lift away from the hips. Sip in a tiny bit more air at the top. And then let it go. Thank you for sharing some of your day, some of your energy. Thanks for taking care of your body and your mind and your spirit. Keep taking care of yourself, and I hope to see you soon.